Texans and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Texans' 1st down.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Houston.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Under 10, 10. Back.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Locke on the give, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because They really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Score Texans 14, Broncos 7.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Texans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 45 on second down, Watson. And he's going to keep it here.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
To throw on third down. Locke. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. For Denver.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now he'll pull it down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Watson's pass.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Now Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
They'll take over.
Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 3-yard line.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And McManus able to put it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your steps. You change your name, how about your respect?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Watson gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air yet again, Watson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
2nd down and goal. Watson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16.
From the 16, Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Complete to keep
a well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Number 20.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Texans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's second down.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Watson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Third and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
So there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a first down throw, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Watson looks to throw again. They'll roll him out, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
At the 29-yard
A gain of 3, second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is the tight end fan. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He'll find Lindsey here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. Third down here.
And 10.
Back to throw. Lock. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now.